Alright, so that's back. Then we need to find Minecraft. Hello. I'm getting the thing up right now. Should be just a few seconds. Alright. Let's see if he's got it up. He does have it up. So let's get the window capture. Properties over to Minecraft. Ba ba ba. Jesse! Really, dude? I don't even know where I am. He and I logged off in the same spot. Why would he fill it with water? Ugh. Jesse, get in the stupid chat so you can come to wherever I am before I respawn. Or do you want to get in Discord or something? Yeah, I need you to fix this for me.
What do you do?
I spawned into the spot we both logged off on, and now I'm dead. So the question is more, what did you do?
When do we log up? I haven't played this game in like, what, 2 weeks now, series? January? Yes, access. Please go away.
Oh, you got the access thing about the networks too?
I'm at the house.
Well, teleport to where I am, but make sure you're in game mode C because apparently I'm underwater. I don't even know what I had on me. Like, for all I know, I had diamonds. I hear Goldines, so you've done something to my body against my will.
Goldine, Goldine.
Son?
Goldine, Goldine.
You didn't get back on and, like, mine out more areas, did you?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I left the thing running for a little while, but where did you go?
Just TP to me, dude. That's why I haven't hit respawn, so you can TP over here. Alright, you're on me now, right?
Yeah, you're just in the yellow thing, the back of the yellow. Oh.
Sorry. Whoops. What's the command? Okay, there we go.
What?
It's just lagging.
That's valid, isn't it? This is not valid.
Where am I? Yeah, you and I were both out here. You little monster. How'd I end up drowning?
Don't know.
Well, where was I?
Right there. Your items are all gone. Do I have them? Oh wait, was this I don't know if this stuff float in this version of Minecraft?
Oh my
I'll wait for
god.
a second, it might fall out of the sky. Were you in the like I don't understand what happened. Did you have items? Were you drowned like when you logged in?
I drowned like as soon as I logged on. So you put water wherever I spawned in at, and I drowned to death.
What does that mean? That place like that?
Let's go back and look at it.
There's more of this stuff right here. Go on, Lucy.
You know what's really amazing? I'm looking back at it now. You can rewind my live thing. I had like 6 things of air, and then I went immediately to 0 and drowned.
I don't understand where your shit went either. It doesn't disappear and block.
Well, it's just gone. Whatever I had. So it's like negative like 6 minutes and 30 seconds ish right now. If you go back that far. I literally didn't even think I was in danger of drowning either. Oh, I guess it's just gone, dude. Whatever it was, it's just gone. Time to move on for lives.
Charles angry.
How would you feel if you logged in and you literally drowned immediately with 0 warning? I'm still tempted to think that that's a a prank you did like 3 weeks ago, and you've just forgotten about it.
I don't recall this, but I don't.
Because that's highly suspect, because you and I logged on literally in the same location.
Why did you instantly die?
Yeah, I like instantly died, dude. That's like why I'm so sus. I think you arranged this.
There's no way for me to instantly kill you like that. That's not even possible.
Would you be sus?
Yes, I would be sus.
Alright. That's super sus, dude.
I'm so confused. Like, what the shit? Where the hell your shit went?
I guess it's just gone, dude. I don't get anything. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You lose.
I just don't understand where the fuck it would have went. Like,
Hey, if I had to guess, it went up. I was underneath the yellow thing, and it went up into the sky, and it's just gone. Because, like, it would have despawned by now. I don't know. There he goes. His people need him now.
come on.
Not as fancy as 1,000 knockback stick, but I guess it'll do.
Where am I at?
Oh, hey, the autosaver works. That's something. Oh, did I tell you the rule I instated on myself, Jesse? For $5, you can force me to catch any non-legendary and put it in my party. For $10, you can force me to release any Pokemon, as long as I already have one. You know, like, I can't release my last one, obviously.
I don't understand where your shit went.
It's in the ether, dude. It's just gone. Didn't need it. Alright, didn't want that diamond pick anyway, it was weighing me down.
It was weighing me down.
All that food, weighing me down.
System resume on the server. Restart the server immediately, so I don't know if it was just an update.
The server just said, I don't like that guy, dude. And that was the end of that.
The only thing I can think is you were already dead, and then you just got in the server, and it was like, oh, wait, you dead.
There's no way, because I wouldn't have logged off dead. I would have respawned. Alright, well, I'm weaker than a lily pup. Probably pretty appropriate, considering I was just murdered by the world. The world itself said, you've lost your privilege to life. Be gone, thought. You're certain you didn't pull any shenanigans with your console commands.
There's no way to kill you.
Dude, you're looking like a guilty man looking everywhere but my eyes.
I don't have eyes.
That's what you think.
Sorry, ma'am. I apologize for murdering you. Not knowing I murdered you. I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. Look at my inventory. I can't even tell.
You don't even know what you're doing.
I got wood blocks, wheat, daisies, seeds, green acorns. I got osmium, broken iron pickers, dirt, leather. Like, I have no idea. I have a flash potion of night vision.
How many minutes did you prevent me from buying items for? What? Your night vision.
I have no idea.
A long time, dude. Long time.
I mean, I assumed that I would kneecap you, but I didn't know that what's her face was gonna kneecap her other team, so she.
That Tiamat? Yeah.
I kept watching. I was like, this should be a little more severe than.
Than it is, yeah.
Yeah, any other game is really bad. You know, like, seeing blind. It's like
Well,
me
that's, you
playing.
know what they say, if you don't at first succeed, you haven't thrown enough money at me.
There's a bunch of iron box opens.
Because we all know that I cannot manipulate my opponents in Smite to save my life. What are the odds that I'll run into two bad Tiamats back to back?
Whoa. Something. I don't know.
So, how long until your wife catches on that you just donated a bunch of money to me?
I mean, how much money was it?
Well, I was at $10 before, I'm at 24 now, so like $14.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'm gonna tell her you donated $114.
You're gonna murder me. So you got paid 2 weeks and I'm playing this.
You didn't get paid for 2 weeks? What'd you do?
I have no idea to be honest. Like the other day, it was like your claim has been under review, and I guess it's because I filled out an option differently.
Oh, can't do that.
Oh, she's like, okay, so it'll be 2 to 3 weeks before they fix that. Okay. Nice. She said, but technically, good news, you'll get all your payments in lump sum. And I'm like, great. So I'll just get like all the money at once when I'm already like like 1,000 overdraft fees and all kinds of bills piled up. She's like, yep. Great. This will help a lot.
Thank you.
Great. Sorry, I was gonna put it on, but get this thing on.
You're a what?
I've had a headache all day. The last couple of days I've had like this top of my head. I usually when it like starts raining and the weather changes dramatically, I get a huge headache.
Well, apparently I just scared away an Abra or something.
Abracadabra.
I just heard something teleport.
Did you just wake up when we got on Daisy, or were you like doing something?
Yeah, I really just woke up, like no joke.
So told Fern. I was like, he's probably just waking up. And he was like, no way. And I was like, you know, Charles's like sleep cycle, like it's one of those like sleep cycles that every day he falls behind. And I was like, so slowly like this sleep schedule become normal, and then slowly it phases out of normal into like bad sleep schedule.
Because it keeps getting interrupted at like 2 in the morning, dude. So, yeah.
Falling and I can't get up.
I'm either totally fine or I'm totally not fine at any given time.
So one day you're like, I'm going to bed. I was like, it's 10 o'clock. Oh yeah, my bedtime.
Going to bed.
Bedtime, guys. Charles was like, I'm going to bed at 4:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're like, that's not right. Bad.
It's about as good as it gets over here. That means it's a good day.
They're just different versions of stack Java arrays and queue arrays.
So the other question becomes, if it's this hard for me to leave, like, you know, leave them alone for this short amount of time, what happens when I get a job? Yeah.
Yours are already old. Mine aren't quite that old yet. But
Guess it's off to the ER then.
we just start paying the bills, and they'll be like, then you can say, you're not allowed to turn the furnace up to 90 degrees. This is my house.
The thing is, even if I like did, I wouldn't be able to do that to them, you know. So I'm just perpetually boned.
You can get you can get. I mean, so Chesapeake isn't that hard of a place to find a place. Is there any place around you can get some cheap?
No, not that I'm aware of. Any place that I would have too much work involved, you know. Jesse, have you made it go faster? I don't know what he means, like world speed? I don't think that's even possible.
You can. You mean like kick speed?
Yeah, I mean,
You
like,
can
you can
do.
mess with that a little bit, but it doesn't really...
No, whatever the speed is whatever the normal mods determine the speed to be. Pokemon makes it a little bit faster, but not compared to like Minecraft speed.
Oh, the mining thing go faster. I don't think it's running right now.
Oh yeah, it's running right now. I turned it on.
Is it?
There.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Did you make it go faster since last time? I don't think so, because you haven't been on.
No, I haven't been on since I played the day after you got off and didn't get back on. The last time we played, and I was experimenting with the.
Maybe a little bit, but not
Yeah, I think
significant.
I think I switched the engines from the gas, like the Osmium,
Combustion.
or the Osmium. No, they're both still combustions, but there's different kind of gases you can put in. When you make like when you refine gases, there's like a gaseous gas, like the gold one,
Yeah.
that you float up in the sky. You can use that one as fuel. I didn't know that, so I started using that, and that makes it a little bit faster. Like one makes 90 NJ, and the other makes 120. That's running right now.
Alright, Jesse. Pick my poison. Donate $5 and tell me a stupid Pokemon to adopt.
$5. Get Meltan. I have $5. I told you, I got paid. One day, man. One day when I'm rich, when we make it, I'm gonna move to Guatemala and donate all the money.
You heard it here first. Donate $5 to see me suffer trying to get a Meltan.
Please leave me alone.
Again.
How dare you touch my child?
That Ekans is stuck in the oil. Just run away. He can't follow you.
Again. Again.
My child is completely fine.
Your what is completely fine?
The TikTok where it shows my child is completely fine, it shows the dog is like the dog is
Oh.
like therapy. You don't have TikTok?
No.
Ekans!
The only way to force me to catch a Vaporeon is with $5
Again.
of money.
Of real money.
Real money. Or
Again.
if you can convince someone to subscribe, which is free. If you can convince someone to subscribe to YouTube and they mention your name, you can both choose to make me.
I have 47 bot accounts I can activate real quick.
No. If you and a new person, right, a new person, they subscribe,
You
right?
didn't say a different person. You just said subscribe. It didn't have to be a new person.
No. If you like
If I
refer,
go to the effort to make a new Gmail account,
I'm gonna.
YouTube.
Okay, so if you like refer a friend, right? Refer a friend, and they say, you know, so and so told me to come here. The new person and you both get to choose a Pokemon that I must catch, as long as it's not a legendary.
Again.
Refer a friend for a free force catch. Why do you not kill these stupid Ekans so they stop bothering us?
He dumpstered my Squirtle just now. Squirtle was half dead and he just dumped it.
Grovile.
Alright, Jesse.
Again.
Tell Lillian to sub to my YouTube so you can get a free force catch.
He started good then.
She doesn't like my YouTube, Jesse. Don't be silly. Oh, did you know that, did she mention anything earlier, by the way?
Really?
Yeah. Because on Messenger, I got, like, a missed call from her. Like, Nanda. Was she gonna make vomiting sounds at me?
What time was it?
Like, 2 hours before I got on?
Okay,
No, you can't unsub and then resub. I'll be keeping track of the number. It has to go up.
It was probably when we were all talking. We were girlfriend, and he were all talking about music and stuff.
About where I was.
Yeah, and she was like, "Where's y'all? We're all waiting on because we were waiting on you to play."
Won't bother me a bit if you guys start without me.
Oh my god! I invited my friend Charles.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Is there a new sub on here?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Really? So if I refresh it right now, it'll go from 519 to 520.
Yep.
I thought you said you lost that one.
I discovered the other day. I just find it hilarious that I have one because I remember when I made it because you know who Syndicate is, right?
Yeah.
He has a Syndicate Central. That's where his thing is.
All right. What do you want, you slave driver? You only get one though. You only get one because you're the same person.
The same person. Okay. What's the hamster thing?
Oh God, the Radicate.
No, not
The
Radicate.
Bidoof?
What is? Yeah, Bidoof. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You just got to tell Cameron. That's Cameron's choice because I ain't voting about it. Okay, you can scratch my phone. I turned autosave on way too often.
I dare you to message Cameron and be like, if you donate $5 to Charles right now, he'll catch a Bidoof and use it for the rest of his
Just
life.
in front of our house. Who are you? What are you doing? 22. You're level 22. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Stranger.
Guess I'll go find a Bidoof.
Grovile.
I'm gonna get me a boo-boo. Hard oof, what I'd say. I have a bunch of YouTube accounts. You're gonna every one of you. I picked every one of your posts.
No, that is the only one you get from your dupes.
I literally have like 20 times YouTube accounts. Is that? So when you make Gmails now, it automatically makes a YouTube account for you.
Yep.
And Lily was like, "Why do you have so many Gmails? Are you talking to other females?" And I was like, "No,
Females to talk to females.
Grubhub, you have to have new Gmail accounts to like discount. And before I worked at Grubhub and Grubhub Plus existed, I used to just every time I order Grubhub, I make a whole new email, get a text now number, and then order Grubhub like for the first time. So I get like $5 or $6 off the order. Cheating the system. So I have like 10,000. Literally, I'm not joking. I have like 40 Gmail accounts logged on my phone.
Oh my God. You didn't delete any of them?
No. They're all in my inbox too. I get like 47 of the same Grubhub
Email. Oh my God.
Look, they mass email.
Hey, it's been a long time since you stopped by. You wanna come get some Grubhub?
Yeah. We're doing a promotion. First-time customers. Well, I've already used the first time. Why would you tell me a first-time customer? I'm a second-time customer.
Oh, you know why. Cash money.
We'll get a huge stimmy.
Yeah, when are you gonna get that? When? Stop breaking grass and answer the question.
You not hear me?
No.
I said when our senator quits ignoring us.
Oh, so never.
Oh, true. Right?
Jeez, why didn't you just start with that?
I'm just gonna figure out what state we live in.
It won't take very long.
Mitch McConnell. No. Close. Got all the seeds. Trials gonna be over all the weeks.
As soon as our senator starts caring about us.
I love what's that? The first time, you know, the dude with like the hang picture.
I think I had like all of our iron on us when I died. We only have like 24 iron. Oh, here's a lot. Oh, thank goodness.
Wed. There's a bunch of them. Man, I have like a sleep headache. I haven't got sleep in the last 2 days.
Sleep is for the weak.
Those trial stuff turns noon. He's like, I gotta go to sleep.
No, no, no. I don't. I never
You-
sleep.
You just get away with that because you sleep at weird times. I noticed that now.
Jesse, no one knows.
Hey, I get my full 11 hours of sleep. I just sleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I also end up staying up for like 19 hours on and off. So, I think I'm entitled to like 10 hours of sleep, dude.
As long as you get your hours of sleep, it doesn't really matter how long you stay up. Just a joke.
The other problem is my sleep is less valuable because it happens during the sunlight hours.
You have blackout curtains?
Nope, can't. I can't go out to the store, remember? I'm stuck at home.
Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? I don't think we were talking about that.
I haven't been in public, therefore I'm part of the quarantine. Because we know that I can't possibly have it right now, so I'm not one of the designators to go outside.
I mean, you can try. Walmart does delivery now. If they do it near you.
They do not deliver over here, I can guarantee it.
Look at it. Oh,
You know how many people deliver to Chesapeake? 0!
none. Zero. Yeah, you are pretty far away from this.
If they do delivery here, they'll be the first person to ever deliver to this godforsaken town.
This game's so framey right now. What's going on?
I'm just fine. Do we have stone?
That should be getting like 190 FPS. We get like 70.
We do not have stone. Oh joy. Alright, I'll just take half of those. I almost want to look back on the old stream to see how much stuff I have, but I know it's just going to irritate me. What am I doing? How do you make the leggings again? I've literally forgotten.
Let me try to reload the.
No. Oh, there it is.
What's that stuff real quick? I don't understand what this is. It's doing the weird.
Well, I guess I'm catching a Vaporeon too. Well, time to make some balls. Just how many balls do we have?
That I have no idea.
I'm gonna guess right now 0. So, yeah. That is a conundrum, ain't it? What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was making more pickaxes.
Oh, I have Java sitting in the background.
Do you have Java still running, like the coding stuff?
Yeah, I have.
No wonder it's lagging, nerd.
Well, it's not lagging. I'm just not getting my normal 250 frames a second.
Hey, my 250 frames a second.
If I got paid, I was gonna buy 3060 of them, so they're on sale today for $3.99. Watch.
Do you not know when you're going to get paid?
No, I mean I asked her. I called her today. It was last week's filing, right? Like not this week.
Yeah.
Or this week. It was the week before, so it's been a week now. And I called her and I was like, so when can I expect for this to figure? She's like, well, give it 2 weeks. And I was like, so next Monday? She was like, yeah, we'll do probably next Monday. So I was like, so I'm gonna go 3 weeks without pay, basically. She's like, yes. And I was like, I love our unemployment office.
Perfect.
All my bunch of old ladies just typing on calculators. $3. Okay, you get $3.
$3.50, maybe. Okay. I definitely didn't almost fall to my death and then been infuriated. Definitely not. I guess I should go fix that before I really do fall to my death. I was digging straight down. I'm not sure what I expected to happen there.
Charles, there's one thing you don't do in Minecraft.
I know, I broke the golden rule. Kill Jesse while he's not there by drowning him in a void that you can't escape because it insta-kills you. Yeah, the one.
I still don't understand what happened. Like, I don't.
You plotted my death and it worked. That's what happened.
I mean, if I did kill you, I apologize. But the bigger thing is, I don't understand how you died instantly. Like, that's the bigger mystery in my mind. Like, how you went from
Full health at 0.
Full bubbles. You mean full oxygen?
I was missing like 1, but then it was like, no, you're dead though.
Yeet, and you're like, Jesse. Wow. Why is it always gotta be me?
Jesse, there's only one other person in the world, and I know I did not log off underwater. Therefore, where do you think the water came from? Let's use our mind for a second.
Jesse's fault.
No, everyone blames me, first off. Regardless of the circumstance of whether it is me or not. That was like a meme at work when I was working.
Charles' fault.
It's Charles' fault.
It's a main.
I'd be like down, like all the way like down like 4 aisles, and they'd yell at me from the service desk. They were like, "Hey, is this your fault?" And I was like, "I don't know, I guess." Sure, why not? I was like, "Let's tack it on. I don't care."
This job sucks. Everything sucks but this job. Yeah, it might as well be my fault. So me and my will to live is gone.
My boss memed and he's like, "You know, it's Chuck's fault, right?" And I was like, "You know what? He's right." They looked at me and they're like, "Really?" I was like, "No." That's what we say. That's secret boss talk for it's really my fault, but you're gonna take the blame for me.
Grovile.
I love how in Grubhub I would always think like when orders don't get picked up when they have no tip or they're like really far away or they're really like low value. They'll like people are just because you can choose to accept things or not, right? So you can choose like, oh, this is like 25 miles away, has no tip, and it's only like $2. Obviously, I'm not gonna do it, right?
Oh, they have to tell you how much they're gonna tip you ahead of time?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's how everything works. Like Uber too does that too. It's how much money you're gonna make off of a trip. So it gives people the opportunity to accept it or not. And so you'll get these orders that are like like out in Wayne, which is like 25 miles away.
So is the tip taxed then?
Technically all your income is taxed at a higher rate.
Oh, goody.
Independent contractors, you get taxed at a higher rate. And no, like so you get these like orders like $25. It's like $2 to go out in Wayne, 25 miles out in the boonies, getting for like a Subway with a sandwich and a Coke, right? And they'll get bounced from person to person for like 2 or 3 hours, right? And the person will call and be like, and they won't cancel the order. They'll be like, I want my food, right? They're not like, not that I cancel my order. I don't care. Like, I want my food because they're out in Wayne, right? Obviously, they don't want to go out. And like Huntington, like if my order took 2 hours, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Wendy's, right? I'm not gonna wait. They're out like somewhere where literally it takes 25 minutes to go out. So they'll get these orders where they're like real late, and the person doesn't know why they're real late because the system doesn't know how to handle like an option like that. It'll be like this person, you'll show up and it'll be like they ordered at 2 o'clock and it's like 7, and you have their sandwich, right, and Coke, and they're like, why did you take so long? And you're like, I didn't take long. I literally got the order 12 minutes ago. I got here in the desk and like, well, yeah, I ordered it at 5 o'clock, and I was like, what makes me angry is there had to be a point in time where they talked to like a representative. Like, there's no point in time where I
Yeah,
would let
because
my
like
people
the
order
card
back.
has been charged, right? Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, it's like 4. It's like 4 hours. I'm like, where's my food? It was supposed to be here 10 minutes ago, right? And they don't tell people that there's a like they've dispatched someone. They'll be like, well, your driver's slow, or they'll be like, your driver's getting the order. We have a driver getting the order right now. And they'll just keep saying driver. They don't say like, oh, you know, nobody's accepted your order because you only tipped 3 cents, right?
Yeah, because that's
So
bad PR. They're never gonna admit
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, so like we have like these, like, they're called like driver dispatchers, and they're like our bosses, but they're not really bosses. They're just like supervisors over like our whole
So like me
area.
at like the service desk at Kmart, where I watch over
Yeah,
all the
kind of like,
cashiers. Yeah.
not like a manager, but like someone that
Yeah.
just makes your shit roll
Yeah, yeah,
smoothly.
yeah. Everything's rolling according to schedule. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally me at the service desk, bro.
And I'll get those orders, and sometimes they'll be like, okay, well, this order's like a big order, but it's 4 hours late, right? So you'll get supplement pay, and then you'll get like have to deliver the orders. Like I got one time it was like IHOP. It was like 5 bags. It was like 5 or 6 bags of just like full food. Like I'm talking like full IHOP bags, like the huge ones.
Oh, jeez.
And the
So they're
dude was
basically
like,
paying you to take the blame.
yeah, but it was like this order was like $95. Like I made $95 off driving to Barbersville for IHOP. Up there,
Where are we?
go to the like right 45 degrees that way.
Okay.
I'm over in where you mine.
As far as catching something and then evolving it, that's up to you, because I don't know if Vaporeon is a wild spawn. I guess it wouldn't really make a big difference, because they're both pretty much the same to catch.
Mm-hmm. Random Minecraft leader. I'm gonna go find this with.
I would say that I can't specifically go for an Eevee until I've already tried specifically going for Vaporeon.
How does Eevee spawn this Pixelmon? Do you
I
know?
believe it's a random spawn in forest. Don't quote me on that. Like a rare random spawn in forest during the day.
So not like we've played this game and haven't seen one.
When I say rare, I mean like Riolu
Like
rare.
like
Remember how long we were looking for
Riolu.
Riolu in its own spawn, dude? Like its exact spawn? Yeah, it's
Apparently,
like that.
before the new update for Pixelmon, I don't even know if we're on that version, but I'll have to see if there's a new version. But like Meltan that I wanted, he's like super glitchy to get, even though they lowered the spawn rate. Because it used to be like 10,000.
So you want a legendary Meltan in our base?
No, no, son, no.
An ultimate mega uber legendary super Meltan?
The basement. What was I talking about?
How many Meltans you want in this base? You were talking about the money you get, like, for taking the blame in all the bags. The, like, $90 food order.
Yeah, I think I was trying to remember like what I was trying to get at, but I can't like when I don't know.
So it was like a $90 food order. What happened with that? Like, it was bags and bags and bags.
Oh, I think it was something about trying to get the blame, trying to take blame.
Yeah, yeah, you
Something.
basically take... Yeah, you get a fee to take the blame, bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that order, like, there was a man sitting out in the truck, like, I can't remember if he's putting like steps on the side of his truck. And I think it was his kid's birthday party or something. And I walk up and he's like, "Okay, kids." He was like, "What took y'all so like? What took so long?" He wasn't like mean about it. And I was like, so I had to like, explain to him how like Grubhub works. Like basically, I'm doing to you now. Like you get to check orders. Like orders come across on the app, and they'll say how much they're worth. And they'll say how far away they are, and what restaurant they are. Right? They don't say names or um,
What it's
like what the
for.
order is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they just tell you that it's zero.7 miles away. Their name is their 7 miles away, the restaurant name, and how much it's worth. And so it doesn't even tell you time either. That's a really bad thing that I dislike, and I think they fixed over the summer, and I just haven't been working to see it. But then it didn't tell you time, so you could accept something. It could be like like I said, it's like 5 hours before. And a lot of times when that happens, if that happens, I'll go like, okay, I'm not done with this. I'll just throw it away, right? I'll just skip it too, even if it's worth a lot of money, because you get that like you'll get a Karen who's like, oh my god, my food wasn't here 3 hours ago. It should be free. And I was like, that's not what I don't do that. That's you call the number, right?
Yeah.
So and like, do it. And I've been to so many situations like that where they're like, it's your fault. You're stupid or dumb. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
like
great.
nothing. We're not. Yeah, at like the low level, we're like allowed to do nothing in retail of any kind. It'd have to be like managerial level, bare minimum. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and Grubhub, most businesses are pretty lenient, right? I was like, so if you say this is terrible, you can just go on with your life, and they'll give you money back. And like the worst, when I first started doing Grubhub, the worst one was the app was poorly designed. They fixed that, and like Taco Bell, like combination orders, like when you order a combo, like if you have like a soda and you have something else, the way that they had the app set up, it was just items. So if you ordered like a combo, it had a drink or something with it, I didn't see the drink. Right? I just saw that it was a order. Right?
oh my god. So you'd be like, I want a
So,
number 4, and they'd be like, what drink do you want? And
yeah.
you'd be like,
Well, no. Another bad thing is Grubhub. Taco Bell was the first people to do sealed orders, right? So all I do is pick a bag up and walk. Like I don't even check the bag. Like their thing is like, oh, we will check the bag, we seal it. If there's something missing, it's our fault, right?
Yeah.
And that, that kind of seems like they would take responsibility, and they never do, right? Every time I call the store, if there's an item, like I get like they open the bag right in front of me and check, and I was like, that's not my job. I tell people at the beginning, I was like, if there's something missing, it's not my job, right? I mean,
Yeah, this is the problem with involving so many different things, because they're like, well, if it's sus between me and him, all I have to say is he did, and he'll say I did it because I really did, and nothing will get done about it.
yeah, and that's why I was like, that's a bad thing, right?
Yep.
So every time I like go to order, and that's how everything is now, right? Like Wendy's does the same thing, Arby's does the same thing, and it's like to guarantee like if somebody didn't like eat your food. And I was like, but in the end, like I don't know how many times I've ordered like Wendy's or Jimmy John's or like myself in like the last week.
Yeah,
Weeks,
and gotten it wrong.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know as a Grubhub driver myself, before those protocols are enacted, right? I would say 98, like this is really high for drivers, like 98 or 98 or 99% of my orders were correct, right? And it's just because the fact that I would be because I use
You would
Grubhub
check
before I
it.
even work for
You
it.
would check it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to make sure, like, if I get food, like, and the same thing backfires for me now. Like, I was like, I would make sure that I had all my items.
Yeah, but no.
And I was like, it's basically, it's just a blame game now. Nobody does anything. It's like, oh, well, it's your fault.
Oh, it's a Grubhub? Well, and I want this sandwich. I mean, he'll get the blame, so. Free sandwich, you know?
And it's the worst thing is, like, it's drivers and customers. It's not just.
Yeah, and the customer can just say, I didn't get it now, you know, as well.
Yeah.
Not saying that they would, but you could also do that, and they'd be like, well, you know.
And when the app first came out, right? You remember how I told you that anybody could see it, like an order, and then reject it, right?
Yep.
When they first did the app, they didn't realize that, like, they show people the whole order, right? It would be like, what's in this order? It's right. They list all the food and the person's name, and then they started having people like I call it order sniping, but it'll be like, so I get the order, right? I know it's delivered to Charles. I know Charles got macaroni and cheese, right? And I would just walk up to, I would get that order, see what it is, reject the order, right? And then go to the place and pick.
And then
food
go, oh my god.
Yeah. And that happened everywhere, right? I'd get somebody with a huge order, like $40 worth of food.
And
I'd
you
be like,
go
okay,
there,
well,
and it's like, it's been sniped.
Yeah, so he's picked it up, and I was like, no, they didn't. I was like, because the app won't let two people concurrently hold a thing. I was like, apparently how it's designed, it was a security key, like a secured. app, and it makes it really slow to do, right? Like because when it like a request goes over your phone to make sure that you've seen it, right? Like if you see it and then your phone goes out of service, you literally keep that order from going to another person's phone because the app requests to your phone to like, did this person see it, right? And if it, like it doesn't send the request back to the server to say he's seen it and rejected it, right? Then it won't let the next phone display the thing, right? So there'll be plenty of times where like you'll glitch the whole server out or the whole like app out for orders. It was just so aggravating, getting anger.
Does Grubhub deliver to Chesapeake?
No.
No, really? That's weird.
The
It's
farthest,
almost like no one delivers.
the farthest they go to is I think in Canal City.
My best chance to get it is with a super rod fishing in a river. Look at General. That's like not happening. It's gonna be a hot minute before we get that. I'm gonna be honest with you. The top three might as well not exist. Ultra Air is not happening. Yeah.
On beaches, on beaches, on beaches.
Unless I just happen to be driving by a beach, you know, and it's
What is that?
hello
What is this?
Vaporeon. It's Derpy's picture, basically.
How do you get it fishing? Is it in a Pokeball or is it just random spawn?
Oh no, like when you fish in Pokemon, you just throw a fishing thing out, and you'll get a bite, and it'll drag you into battle.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, we haven't gotten fishing rods, so it wasn't really relevant. We always had Gyarados, which was the only water Pokemon we needed. Because, to be honest, out of like all the regular water types, he's probably the best. The only like really, really good water type other than him is Lapras. Serves a totally different purpose, though. Pain I feel's immeasurable. Well, how we make super rods.
Actually, Charles, you actually might be able to get. I'm trying to look at these. There's just a bunch of these pizza places I've never heard of in my life.
Might be able to get food delivered.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Are you looking on your Grubhub stuff or what?
Yeah, I just type in your generic like Chesapeake, West Virginia, and it'll bring up things that live that place. Yeah, you can actually get delivery in Chesapeake now.
Can I get Wendy's?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Next delivery at 7 a.m. Let's just check.
Get free delivery on your first order. Okay, well, I'm not interested in that quite yet.
Free delivery on your first order. Do you think you'd use it a lot? Grubhub Plus is pretty useful if you actually want to use Grubhub. I use DoorDasher because it's cheaper. But I did have if you work for Grubhub, you get Grubhub Plus for free, and it didn't exist till like
Bro, I'd use it all the time.
6 months ago. I use it all the time now. So I got paid. I actually used it today.
What are all these freaking pizzas? Do you see this like Belismo pizza?
Yeah, it's in DuPont. I just looked at it just now. Yeah, Belize. What is it?
Bob Evans? Oh my god. Papa John's.
Make sure you do, because sometimes it'll glitch. I'm just like, I don't want to bring this site up.
I check like my exact zip for like my house, dude.
Oh, okay. And it does delivery. It says delivered.
Yep. Yep. Delivery.
I know JoJo used to work to Grubhub for a while when I told him about how much money you could make. I recommend if you have a car, pretty easy money. It's open up in your
Super
area.
rod is from a boss drop. You can craft good rods with a blaze rod, string, and an ultra ball. Jesse drowned me again. I need it. Waterboarding would be less torturous than
Oh,
this.
there's an Abra. There's an Abra.
I don't have a Pokeball yet.
I don't want to move and try to miss Gremlin and walk off.
They don't have Pokeballs yet. That's not the first one I've seen. We'll get more.
He's level 5. I think he's one.
Again.
Dust balls. We tried the dust balls to begin with. So pretty easy to.
So Derpy, is that your alternate account? You just like make an alt to force me to get a Vaporeon?
No.
No, I would never.
No, man, no. Derpy girl?
It looks oddly sus.
There's no way. No way.
You got any confessions for us, maybe?
It's even funny. That's even funnier than Savage just meant Sentinel. Like, mine was blatantly me. That's pretty funny. If it's not, that's Derpy and Derpy going to get married.
I mean, we got Whittle and freaking Denta, dude. They both like adopted my name. Maybe or maybe not. I'm pretty sure that's an alternate account, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Looking highly sus over here.
Maybe not. You're like, maybe. Zizzagoon. I'm gonna change my thing. It's you can get a Zizzagoon instead of a boost that naturally.
I gotta get a stupid Bidoof. At least the Bidoof is easy to get.
Maybe you never know, Charles. Maybe
Vaporeon's gonna be like active torture.
what is this? Is it a Bidoof? No, it's a cat rat.
No, if I want to find a Bidoof, I'll just go look on hills and stuff.
Well,
There'll
no,
be
I've
one
done it
just
time.
lying around. Barrel.
Badoof. Oof. Home. Not Homer. Home. Just rolling up.
I was following you around to see what you were doing, and then you teleport back home.
On a Tuesday, I found oil over about left nasty. I'm actually going to.
So how's the Grubhub Plus work?
It's just like a monthly service, and it removes delivery and I think it should tell you. Also, it gives you. I have my. Actually, I don't have to. I have money.
Well, that depends. Do you feel bad because you cheesed and used an alternate account, or do you feel bad because you made me get a Vaporeon?
Unlimited free delivery and a free meal every month, and so much more.
Wait, you get what?
What do you mean? You get a free meal, like you get unlimited free delivery, which means you can order much. The delivery is like $3.99
Yeah.
delivery, and then they give you like a $10 gift card every month. But it's not delivery. The funny thing about it is pickup.
It's only pickup. Well, that blows.
And the gift card does expire after a month. So
How much is it for the service? It's gotta be pretty expensive.
$9.99.
Huh.
It's basically you get it back free if you actually choose one time to go back and do it.
Yeah, if you once a month go and get a meal.
I think it's
Yeah, I'll
pretty much.
probably snag it up. We keep getting takeout here. So even if I didn't personally use it, we would use it, I assure you.
That's why I say if you could like put your like your grandparents credit card
Yeah.
in and your card, and then you switch whenever they order. We just switch back and forth. DoorDash Plus, I think is better because it will take off delivery fee and their service fee. But I
Where
don't
do
know
you
if you.
find the Grubhub Plus thing? Is it under Grubhub itself?
Um, do you mean like how to get it? It should be like an app.
So it's in the regular Grubhub app? Okay.
Yeah, like when you look at it, like when you look at online, it should tell you the Grubhub Plus might have like a big banner, but or a gold banner under the who delivered who you made the pizza.
You better believe I'm getting some food tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, see, it says you have $10 in Grubhub Plus rewards. Redeem on your next order at checkout. Times apply.
And they just like seal all the food.
Yeah, yeah, most of them do. There's a couple that like really like if it's not like a chain restaurant, it won't. Like when I order McDonald's in the morning, all the McDonald's comes in one bag, right? It's the drinks are in like a special carrier inside the bag, and the
How
bag is
often do
sealed.
they like mess up though?
Uh, McDonald's rarely. I don't think I've ever had a problem with that. But
Rarely.
it really just depends on like whatever store you're near. The one mine always comes from Fifth Avenue, which is like a really professional store, I guess. You have to kind of. I mean, like I said, if it's wrong, Grubhub usually just if it's like really wrong, they'll just refund the whole order. If you won't get money back, you'll get like huge credit. Whatever you. What is it? Level 30 bland cat right here. I got it right there. That's for the candy. Nice. Big on the movies. Bring back the college years, man. What did you eat when you were in college? Was it McDonald's? What was it?
What?
When you were in college? What was it? McDonald's?
McDonald's a lot, dude, and
I'm sure
pizza.
I never ate McDonald's.
I was like living on pizza, dude. Off the like all you can eat thing. Ironically, as far as it's up to you, Derpy. Um, as far as like food wise, that's probably the most unhealthy I've ever eaten. But at the same time, I also went to the gym over there regularly, which I think you already knew that. So I think it balanced out, kinda.
Honestly, I think that's probably the healthiest I've eaten because I had access to healthy foods and like cheap food.
Yeah, cheap stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ate really good like breakfast foods, but like dinner, nah. I did not eat healthy. Well, I guess I kinda did.
I think the access to like healthy foods is a lot different. Like now, I eat terrible food, so I need back on.
Grow vile.
Yeah, I was probably actually. I was definitely way more in shape than I am now. Now I'm like definitely not, not even remotely.
I always tell Lily, I was like, back when we were quarantined for the 2 weeks, and Lily had quarantined 2 weeks past that. Like we didn't even leave the house because Walmart delivery exists now, and
Yeah,
I paid for Walmart Plus, which is basically the same thing as what Grubhub. Like delivery is free, 2 hour delivery is free, so I can like literally order anything from Walmart and get it in 2 hours. Like I can be like, oh, what do I want right now? Like Dr Pepper and Slim Jims and potato chips, right? And I've never actually ordered that, but basically whatever you want. Like I can order like car battery, like anything Walmart sells in 2 hours. Like, it's free. And then then you can do the Walmart Plus lets you do like the scan and go on your phone. So I can scan everything in the store as I go, and then purchase it on my phone and like don't add and skip the checkout, which is really cool. And then all Walmart online shipping is free and delivery is free. It's nice. We've almost got to the point where you never have to leave your house. Like, to be honest, I don't ever have to leave my house between Grubhub and.
Now, if only I got enough money.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
One of these days.
But I mean, the price at Walmart, like
Eh. Stop that.
the price of Walmart goods aren't any different. Like,
What is this?
everything's the same price, which is crazy. The Who Man, he's level 1.
Well, he's about to not be level 1 anymore.
And he's gone.
Now he's level dead.
And dragon.
Showed him.
Just destroyed Charles' world. Charles gained like 40 pounds in it.
I gained a lot. Not really worried about it. I'll shed it as soon as I can get to work.
You've always been pretty thin, though. So yeah, Rosen, you have to tell her.
Well, I had a bad button while I was messing with everything.
Charles must see you next time we're like 900 pounds.
I'll weigh half as much as you.
What? Why did? Why did you show me Grubhub? I'm like, I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Like Mrs. Puff, like when SpongeBob brags, dude. Oh, SpongeBob, why?
Why?
Goes straight into like a soprano, bro.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe then I can borrow your towel.
The challenge is when you watch the fat people on what was it, TLC, My 600 Pound Life. You're like, man, I do a whole lot more than them, way more than. But this woman was like, I don't weigh more than
599.
Not a lot. No, I don't weigh 600 yet.
Yeah.
The challenge.
The challenge accepted.
This woman was like, no, I love the episode where the woman was like 792 and her husband, she was like stepped on the scale and he was like, damn. Because it's like 794 or something like that. He's like, damn.
How much did he weigh?
He weighed like 450, 460. I mean, like not compared, like he was normal compared to her. I was like, these people, Lily talks about. I was like, the difference is, unlike me, right? These people are like normal-sized human beings. They're like 5'4", 5 foot tall. Like, it'd be like me taking all my weight and setting it on Lillian. You mean like literally, like Lillian carrying me around constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I can't imagine like Lillian carrying like that. That seems impossible in my mind. I mean, like I'm super fat, but I mean, I can go up 3 flights of stairs and not like die. Because people like can't get in their trailer with 3 steps. And I'm like, man, I'm fat, but if I ever get that fat, stop feeding me.
Starvation is the only way.
Yeah. Because there's got to be a point where it's like self-limiting, right? Like that you're so fat that you can't get your own food.
Well, that's what would happen in nature, yes, but we have delivery services.
I mean, like these people are so large they can't get out of bed. They're like they barely get like you have to walk to the front door to get the food. Like
I'm gonna be honest, sit-ups were never my strong suit. I blame my own intelligence in figuring out that rolling to your side is much easier than actually sitting up.
Sit-ups are my jam in football. I could be frank, do 200, 300 sit-ups. Push-ups, no push-ups.
I'm fine. I'm the exact opposite.
I got all kinds of core strength, boy, but no upper arm strength. Or is the fact I got too much core strength and I don't have enough arm strength to offset it.
Let's do the fusion dance. Then we'll be the perfect being.
I think if we do the fusion dance, we would be like one of the 6 people in 600 time life. So.
We'd probably look disgusting if we fusion, but we'd have all the abilities that we need.
Average our heights and average weight. We'd probably be. So we probably look like.
I'm like 200 right now, but when I'm healthy, I'm more like 170.
But the thing that scared me about Lillian lost 25 pounds in you guys.
Yeah. I just basically have a giant stomach attached like permanently right now.
Huge stomach.
Huge.
I don't necessarily think mine is like from eating. Mine's just I drink too much pop. Like I constantly drink pop.
I don't suffer from that. The only thing I suffer from drinking constantly that's probably not the best idea is milk. Drink milk every day.
It's probably what I think that they're talking about milk and juice were the same, basically the same as drinking pop. Because milk's really high caloric, anyways.
Yeah, like calorie wise, yeah, it probably is. But at the same time, that's not the reason why soda is bad for you, though.
It's true, yeah.
If we're gonna start talking about calories, you might as well never eat a hamburger again.
Yeah, that's true. High fructose corn syrup. I really like
Sweet scent in a birch forest.
Yeah, I like soda water. I didn't realize I did that. Like just plain soda water, like what they call it, like which is carbonated water. I really enjoy that.
Carbonated water, yeah. The problem with soda is all the acids and other stuff they put in it, like erodes your teeth and whatnot. That's like why it's really bad for you, but
It's true. Mountain Dew is really the worst about that. That and dark pops.
I love Mountain Dew though.
Bad for you. Real, like I'm super fat, and I'm like, people drink Mountain Dew, and they're saying like,
I don't drink it very often. I have it like maybe once a month. I haven't had a soda in 2 years. So I think having one will probably be okay. I guess it's a little bit less than 2 years. It would have been like right as I quit Kmart because they stopped having stuff in the. I mean, back then I drank it pretty often because that's the only thing they keep in their fridges. But
yeah, man, if you could come back Kmart,
if it's down to drinking that or dying because I have to do all the physical labor for the entire store, then you know.
It's what keeps me alive. Yeah. My problem is mainly just soda pop. And I eat it really awful times. Like I'll eat like right before I go to bed and go to sleep, which is terrible for you, like metabolism wise. I just know my like I don't like it's what we talk about me and Lilith. Like I don't eat it like calorically. I don't eat that much like food. Like I probably only eat 1,500 calories, 2,000 calories. That's the average for normal human, right? But if I just drink too much pop, it really just blows the fucking top off that caloric intake. And honestly, I think if I stop drinking pop now, like completely, if I just quit it, I've done in the past, I will probably start dropping weight because just for the pure.
Because you get all your calories from it, yeah.
Yeah, just for the pure fact that. Like every time I go upstairs or I have to do something, it's always 2 flights of stairs.
I found you a Pikachu. Dang it.
A Pikachu.
Pikachu. Nah, I ran away from him. He's behind that log.
He's so cute.
He wants to kill you. I heard it in his voice.
Protected. I protected my Squirtle by punching it in the face. No, your child, I protected him by punching him in the face. He fainted now, so he can't run away from me.
He can't run away. Time to put him in the rope and off we go.
Put him in the saddle. We're gone now. But I mean, like when I worked, like for Grubhub, or like when I worked for Kroger's, I dropped immense weight. Like it would be like I have a terrible fluctuation in weight. My brother has the same problem. to work at FedEx, and then that was till the holidays. He was like 5'40", lighter than I am now, and then he lost his job, and basically like when I like basically didn't work for a while and gained all his weight back because of the pure fact of just doing manual labor like that constantly all day burns so much extra calories.
Yeah. You know the job I had the most like terrible love-hate relationship with? Like of the positions I worked in like retail, right? Layaway every time.
My mom worked at I don't know if I told mom worked at Kmart for 15.
Layaway blows. It's either totally fine or everything is not fine at all. There's no in between.
I think it was 92. Mom worked since 92 to 2000. How long was that? 18 years?
Sometimes I would like meme and walk away from the counter, and I do it on purpose too, right? Because here's like the thing I was told. Layaway is not for doing individual purchases. And I was like, why? Because if they walk up front, this is what the LP told me, right? They walk up front, I don't see them do the transaction here. I was like, gotcha, okay. And then we got like really busy. And it ended up being a disagreement between me and one of the bosses. I was like, hey, dude, the LP told me not to, so what do I do? And he's like, you listen to me. And I'm like, right. Because technically the LP can just tell anyone to go home at any time. He's like rated higher than even like the store manager.
I remember his name. Was it Barry? Who was the... Oh, I can't remember who his name. What his name was. Same dude that worked there. Mom worked there. Is it Mr. Barry? Is it ring a bell? I think he quit.
That was the dude way, way, way before.
Yeah, I think that's not the one I'm thinking about.
That's
Ralph,
like three before. Hmm?
Ralph? I can't remember.
No, but that was one of the regular like not like a store manager, but like a shift manager, you know?
I think that's who the one I'm talking about. I think Ralph used to be hired, didn't he? I can't remember what Mom said. Mom
He
used to
worked
be,
there for like forever, dude. He worked there for like
yeah,
forever.
he worked. I remember Mom saying worked, but Mom had been every. She'd been the department manager of every department in Kmart by the time she quit. I mean,
Yeah, he was like basically a department manager. And then he switched Kmart's to the one in like was it South Charleston or whatever?
Patrick Street, right?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's the one he was at.
They're the first ones closed down, weren't they?
I don't think they were the very first one. They were before us, though. Yeah.
Elkview was the last one to close. Was it the last one closed?
Elkview.
And then it was y'all. Y'all closed last, right?
Yeah, we closed very, very last.
Now was Elkview? Did they close or did they get?
They got the flood, remember?
Okay.
And then it reopened very like briefly, and then it got whomped again by the closing thing.
I was gonna say they got liquidated.
Yeah, after they just renovated the entire store. Genius. I feel like they should have left that store open. Like, nothing against my store or the other store, but probably should have left open the store you just renovated for like tens of thousands of dollars renovating. I think they said it was close to 100K like renovations because of water damage. Like, it was basically a brand new building. And they just like sold it.
I don't think there's any stores open.
There's not any in the states near us. No.
There's none in Kentucky or Ohio or West Virginia, is there? I don't think there's any.
Nope. I think the only place they have it is back by the headquarters and like warehouses spread out for online orders. Thing's dead, dude.
I know
Things
there's
negative.
there's one near John and them in Michigan, but I don't know.
What was I even gonna do? I completely lost track. Here, let's burn that.
I think there's there's only like 30 stores left.
There's way less than that by now. There's no way. There was like 30 like the last I heard.
I think it was 2020 or something else. But I mean,
There's no way there's like anywhere near 30 left at this point, dude. Like on our like closing day I heard there was like 30 left.
I thought Luna was up there with a bunch of them. Y'all were still in the red, weren't you? Or the black?
Us?
Yeah.
We were still like in the green, I'm pretty sure. Well, so here's the thing. When they say in the red, all right, Kmart as a corporation is really dumb, and they compare themselves to their own previous year instead of profits and like versus cost.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how. Yeah.
But the thing is, they paid way less and they earned way less this year. So they're technically still fine, but they're going off of previous years. They're completely ignoring cost and like profit. They're just purely comparing sales of two different years, and it's like the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of. So like when they did their meetings, like I got to sit on in a couple of them, right? They're like, you might as well because you're doing cash office, and I was like, cool, sure, whatever. He's like, okay, our sales last year was like 20K. Our sales this year 12K. And I'm like, okay, so what was the cost or anything? And they're like, corporate doesn't go off that. And I'm like, uh.
And that's why we're thinking.
So wait. We're expected to outsell a different year that had 20 times the stock we did. Yep. Right. Right. With half the people? Yeah. That makes sense.
Surplus. I was like, Gabe's is doing better than Kmart, and I was like, Gabe's.
But that's how they decide. Like those numbers is how they decide who they're going to like give the most product to. And it's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of. It completely ignores like how many people are working there, how much they spent on the product, how much profit they actually made. Ignores all of that. That doesn't matter.
I think the only there's only a couple good memories I had left of Kmart. Like thinking about it, like, and they were all when mom worked. They were all before 2012. I mean,
Yeah, when it went super downhill because they stopped using their minds on how to do budgets.
like that was back when, like, mom. I remember when I was sentient enough to remember, like, going and picking mom up and stuff. That was back in 2000. Like, when mom got 2001.
How many siblings do you have?
My brother, technically two, because my dad has an illegitimate daughter. I say one.
Technically two, but only one.
Yeah, I mean, dad's not technically on a birth certificate, but my father, without a doubt, is definitely her fucking father, without a doubt. Like comparing them, they're exactly the same person, without a doubt.
Alright,
But I
let
was
me
really raised
re-get all this dirt.
kind of like the weirdest.
How long are you staying up for?
No, probably not much longer, to be honest.
Jesse's abandoning us in our time of need.
I do not promote heresy.
Heresy.
I
The only heresy here is you. I got paralyzed. Running away now.
I was kind of honest that surprised that Kmart's closed down so fast.
Like, yeah, how fast they went, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you thought it'd be a
because
couple years instead of like 6 months.
yeah, because I was trying to think the Huntington one closed. I mean, like, I keep using college years as like I keep thinking like, I mean, college. I started college 2 years ago, and I realized I started college technically 2016, in fifth year senior.
Yeah.
And I'm like 4 years ago, because I remember going to. I mean, that was a couple years ago, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. The Huntington store closed.
That's
It
the
was
thing,
right.
though. Like, as you get older, you get more acclimated to time passing, and you're like, wow, it's really been, X number of years. That's crazy. Because you're thinking of the way you used to think of years, and you're like, that's crazy. Years
So
used to be
long
like
ago.
7 eternities. Now it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like when we were talking just like today. I don't know if you
Like,
were
we were
here.
in high school like 10 years ago, Jesse. Did you know that?
We started, what, in 2 years it'll be 10 years ago when we first started.
Here, stand here. I'm gonna give you food. You get the smaller stack.
Yeet, it's a core fish. Orbit. No, and I was like, no, what did Hayden was like? Oh yeah, I was born in 2002, and I was like,
Jeez.
2002. He was like, yeah, and I was like, Macy was born in 2004, and I was like, you're only 2 years older than Macy, right? And then it hit me that Macy's 16 years old, and I'm like, what? Yeah, me judge called me the other day. He was like, "Oh yeah, she's gonna go try to get a license now."
And next
I'm,
thing you
I'm
know,
only like
she'll be
8
like,
years
I'm
older.
having a child.
Yeah, like I'm only 8 years older than him. Like it's not that big. Like it's not that big. I was like, it's dramatic for me. And I was like, I think, like you said, eventually there'll be a point like when we're, next 10, 15 years, we'll be like, oh, okay. I've kind of got acclimated.
I'm 40.
So, yeah. I was like when it says the 90s baby or 80s babies, and it says 40. It shows a baseball, like the Cat in the Hat baseball bat. 40 sneaking up on you. I was like, my brother's about to turn 40 this year. He's 39. He turns 40.
I don't really mind getting older. I'm like, eh. They're like, but you won't be young anymore. And I'll be like, yeah, that is how age works. You got me there.
Are you ever really young? What is young but a mental construct? I just love how we choose a year. Like a year is just, and they're like, what is it like? A year of time. It's like you realize a year is just the time it takes our planet to orbit the sun, right?
At what orbit will you be?
And I was like, so what? I was like, to be honest, like, what just happens if you mean the Earth just randomly decides to slow down? Like.
Well, first off, that would have way more problems than when you retire. I wouldn't be worried about retiring anymore. I'd be worried about burning alive from the sun. We wouldn't have our magnetic field anymore, dude. We'd all be dead. Don't need to worry about retirement anymore. I'm sorry, the sun would make us all unalive. My bad.
You can't say the K word on YouTube.
I said dead, first off.
I know.
It would deadify us.
Unalive you. Is this a
Unalive.
Is there like Cherubi?
Cherubi.
Is it cherries? Two cherries?
Basically, yeah. You should see Chime Echo. It's basically literally just a chime.
It's literally like Pokemon just picked up like random
Objects, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
That's what they started doing in the later gens, because they're like, man, we've ran out of ideas.
like they pick up like a children's book full of pictures and a dictionary and flip through the dictionary and they're like, mine. Okay, what was it? Mr. Mine.
They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel when they made a Pokemon, and it's a literal pile of garbage, and it's called like Garbago.
Yeet. I'm gonna some armor going. Almost naked. Punching up really time on boots and break. Do you have the knowledge?
I like how they're always super like imaginative every time they make a dragon or a psychic type, but every other type they're like, it has a fist.
We're gonna make a
Bidoof.
If you make a gerbil and name it Bidoof. What?
What about the dragon? We're gonna make a giant dragon with super big wings that looks like a shark, and we're gonna call it Garchomp. That sounds amazing. What's the other like starter? A twig. What? Yeah, his name's gonna be Turtwig. What?
You having a stroke?
He's gonna have a green face, have a twig on his head. Okay, what about the fire starter? You see that chimp over there? Yeah? We're gonna draw it, okay? On fire. Don't get me wrong, there are bad ones in Gen 1. It just has far less of it. Like, Muck is literally, we won't go there, but Muck is not very imaginative either.
They're like, okay, John, pitch your dang. Okay, it's a Pokemon, but it's a pine cone. What? What's his name?
Pine cone.
Pine cone. Pine cone.
Pine echo.
Are you're just taking the word pine cone and changing where the syllables are? No, I'm not. Two letters.
It's not copyrighted.
What's the other one that I dislike? The funny one.
He's right, execute is just a pile of eggs. But see, at least it evolves into something that's kind of cool. It evolves into this tree thing.
Execute. I'm trying to think of what's the name of the one. Since we played this game, I've actually done some kind of research on Pokemon, but I've really decided. The funniest one. What is that one I was talking about? Okay. Listen, okay, I got another idea. What is it? You make a Pokemon in the shape of a key ring. And you're like,
What's its power? It unlocks doors. What does it do in battle? It pokes them aggressively with its body. Super effective. Goldeen is basically a goldfish, but has a giant horn on its head. They're like, we're gonna make a goldfish Pokemon. Okay, how's it gonna be cool? We're gonna put a giant horn on its head that's gonna use to stab people.
How does it make any sense?
And what's its special attack? Horn attack.
It's a key ring. What is it? What is it?
Jesse, look, it's one of those plant helicopter things flying past us.
What is his main moveset? Block smash. What? Shh. I think they'll have his.
I think that Rattata is fighting something. No, it's just losing its
10
mind.
out of 10, the worst Pokemon's gotta be Trubbish, though.
Rubbish. The worst actual Pokemon, I think, in stats is Burmy. I could be wrong.
That's like the Pinecone thing, right?
Nah, it's one of those things you find in the forest. It looks really, like, kind of neat, but it sucks stat-wise.
I mean, it's the one that's like covered in foliage, right? Like the one that's like leaves.
There's different forms of it, and that was supposed to be its gimmick. That it had not great stats, but it could change to suit its environment. But
Ice cream cone
doesn't really do it very well.
has a giant horn. Based on what's the ice cream cone? Burning.
I guess technically, stat-wise, the worst Pokemon is Magikarp, but that's excusable because it evolves into something.
Voltorb, so unoriginal. Like, basically they just made a fishing bobber. Give it a name. Voltorb. And what is it? Is it Voltorb becomes Electrode?
Yep.
Okay. He's just opposite color. Like he's like took Voltorb.
He's like upside down.
I still can't get over Pinecone, Pineco, whatever you call it.
Bro, imagine if Voltorb's like... You never watched the show, did you?
No.
If they did like what they did in the show, they'd be the most annoying like creature to ever be in your presence, dude. You know what they do in the show, dude?
What?
They pile up, stare angrily at anyone that walks by, and then explode. Like, all of them explode at the same time. Kinda deal. Like, imagine if creepers just decided, we're gonna make a mass of creepers right here, right outside your house. And if you walk near us, we're all gonna turn on you and explode. While screaming our name.
I just googled worst Pokemon. They're like, okay, my next pitch, what? It's a pig, but it's a spring.
But it's what?
It's a pig in a spring. Yeah, and we call it Spoink.
Boink. Yes, boink. Yeah.
You're like, that's actually kind of clever. Bad idea. Kind of clever. Oh, it's like nut, like Meltan. Like, oh, what we get? We make a giant nut.
A giant
Oh.
nut.
Meltan. Oh, you don't like that one? Okay,
For some
okay,
reason, these nuts got rejected. Can't figure out why.
Try to. We take 2 gears and we call it clink.
Don't even start on that one. At least Meltan was done as a promo, so there's a reason it looks like that. There was no excuse for why Clink needs to be what it is.
Second evolution, he gets a bigger gear and it's called Clang. And in his final evolution, we give him 3 gears and he gets like a spiny thing and we call him Cling Clang. 10 out of 10. I think it's just the funniest one. That's funny, obviously.
Sometimes the like Evos have like a funny play on words like Abra and Kadabra, you know, into Alakazam.
Clink, 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 clink.
Memes.
At least Pineco goes into fortress, which makes no sense because Pinecone is a bug type.
Yeah.
Why is Pinecone a bug type? What? I'm sorry, this makes no sense. Pinecone, okay, it's bug type. What?
They wanted to make a good bug type, dude.
And then its evolution is a pine tree. No, it turns into a clam. You're like, what? A clam with red little spiky things. It's still a bug type though.
Have you ever heard of the elusive clam bug? Researchers have been trying to pin it down for years.
What does Love Disc turn into?
Nothing.
Or is Love Disc evolved?
No, there are some Pokemon that don't turn into anything, and they are what they are.
Love Disc is one of those?
I believe it has a baby form now, but when it came out, it was literally just Love Disc.
That's like the worst one. Like some of them, they're kind of cool pictures. Love Disc is like, well, it's just a heart on its side.
Let me check.
What do you mean? It's just a heart on its side.
You're talking about the little fish that literally is a heart, right?
Yeah, it's literally just a heart. There's no like, it's not like it's literally a heart with an eye on it. There's no like. Counting the easiest thing to animate. What is it? Well, we gave it an eye and we gave it like lips.
It has terrible stats, by the way, just so you know.
And they swim in little herds. Love this. Go. Okay, Love this a fish. What is he gonna do? Oh, I think he's dying. Oh, he died. Because he was out of water. I'm terrible at it.
No, Love Disc is literally just Love Disc. It doesn't have any evolutions to or from.
Yeah, this
It is terrible. It is god awful. Typically, any Pokemon that does not evolve, Jesse, is either a legendary or it's not good.
Or it's garbage.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes they'll retcon it and add an evolution later. Like Pichu, when it first came out, didn't evolve into Pikachu. It was just Pichu.
Lordy.
And back then, Pichu was bad. Because its stats are the exact same it has now, which is worse than a Pikachu stats, which already aren't that great.
I mean, that's just bad Pokemon. I'm not even talking about because they're like there's good Pokemon that are just really stupid looking. Like the design is just terrible. I mean, these are just bad Pokemon. Like I don't think
Let me look up a bad design. Hold up.
like the um,
Look up Trubbish.
I saw it, yeah, it's pretty bad. Like combi, it makes no sense. The like the
The-
3B, like the 3
Yeah.
thing, it has a 3 hexagon. Like that's just stupid.
Have you looked what it evolves into?
No, what is involved? Is that the one that turns
Vespa
into the,
Queen.
That doesn't make any sense. Why does it have like a hexagonal butt?
Vespa Queen?
Yeah.
Because it's modeled after a wasp nest. It literally has like actual wasp like there, dude. They just fly out and do whatever it says. But you have to have a female combi to start.
I wonder if it's just Generation 6 has a bunch of random Pokemon.
It like got worse as it went on. Like don't get me wrong, the earlier generations have it, but it's not as like significant as it is later on.
Because that's where Generation 6 is where a bunch of weird Pokemon come from.
Yeah, Pichu was added in Gen 2, but it didn't evolve in Gen 2. I don't even know if it evolves in Gen 4, to be honest. I don't think it does.
What did Gen 6 come in? Is that when Pokemon Go came out? What are we on now? Gen 8? Right?
It's way past.
Name. Klefki is a combination of clef, French for key, or corruption of kleptomaniac in reference to its habit of collecting keys and keys. Kleffi is derived from clef, French for key. So now they're just switching languages. It's Japanese for Klefki. Or what is Humptaboo? Hump becomes Humptaboo. What is it supposed to be? It's a ghost grass Pokemon, and it's a pumpkin with a toupee on it. Evolved into Gorgeous. They have like a way to. Is there a Pokemon Hill site have like how to say something?
Maybe you could in Gen 2, but I know like no one did it. I don't think it was originally a thing in Gen 2. Maybe it was.
Oopa.
Then we had the whole Plusle and Minun mess. Those ones are also just ugh. They're like straight rips of Pichu with like pluses and minuses on their head. Color coded.
Don't make fun of them. They're just a little special, you know? First-gen Pokemon that should be wiped from existence. Charmeleon. Wartortle. Weedle. Pidgeotto, Rattata. Bluebat. Golduck. Poliwrath. Are these like all two humans. Magnetron two thunder two. Muck. Vocaloid.
Muck is probably like one of the worst examples in Gen 1.
Next to Pokemon Gen 1. Tangela. Oh, it's just a knot. What do you mean? It's just a knot. You just make it a knot. What's wrong with you? Pain growth? What is that? Just a bigger knot. What?
The biggerest knots.
Pretty sure removed from the game. It's not that one. What is the one that's not Polygon? What is it called? Porygon? Porygon?
Porygon, yeah.
Like,
Porygon is terrible.
What is it? It's a dot. Dot.
Look up Deoxys. You'll probably have a fun time with Deoxys. I understand they didn't plan for Pikachu to be the main mascot, but what did they expect? They made it his Mon, right? And then he carried it forever. I'm not exactly sure what they thought was going to happen.
Noodle arms.
So here's what ended up happening as far as like mascot. So Pokemon came out, right? Was successful, right? Against all other like ideas. And Ash, the main character, decided, you know, his starter would be unique. It wouldn't be a starter that anyone else would ever get. Ever. It would be Pikachu. And it came in a special ball. And at first, he didn't get along with it. And eventually they do get along, right? And every battle that Ash goes to, Pikachu is like his ace in the hole, dude. And eventually they decide, you know, we've decided what we want the mascot to be. We want it to be a worse Pikachu.
Which is where the little Pikachu got from?
They decided that in like Gen 4, and they tried to make Plusle and Minun like the face of Pokemon.
I wonder what pops up when you just type Pokemon. Pokemon. Besides the Pikachu? Yeah, it's
Yeah, Pikachu is like the most infamous Pokemon of all time, dude. Like, if you know nothing else, you know about Pikachu.
Pikachu! Pika Pika!
He is the face of Pokemon.
Yellow, emerald, platinum, black and white, X and Y, sun moon. Sword and shield.
But for whatever reason, they didn't want it to be Pikachu. Couldn't answer that one. I guess because they'd already marketed it a lot, and they wanted to change it to something else so they could market it more. Specifically because Plusle and Minun were like a set, and then you'd have to, like, you know, market both. Oh, Plusle isn't complete without Minun.
What I never understood is that Pokemon comes from Pichu, right?
What?
The cute version
Pikachu
of
comes from Pikachu? Yeah.
Pichu, yeah. And then that becomes Raichu, right?
Yep.
I don't understand why Pikachu isn't the last version.
Because he wasn't intended to be like what he is today.
You're saying that they never intended him to be mascot, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that where you're bringing this
They
forward?
never intended him to be like the end all be all. That's why he's not the best in his line. He was supposed to be another Pokemon.
Which is Raichu, right?
Yep. The other reason was so that they'd have like. The other reason was like kind of smart because he was in Ash's party. That would have been like, you know, he started out not so good, and now here's a Thunderstone. But then they ended up deciding not to do that because Pikachu was so well liked they didn't want to ruin it.
I still don't understand the whole concept. The fact that in the show they call him Pikachu, or yeah, Pikachu, right? When
Yep.
Pikachu, go. And I was like, so, question mark, right? Just question mark, right? That would be like me calling Lucy dog constantly. But in
Dog, go.
her understanding, she's called dog, right? And then every other person naming their dog dog as well.
The thing is, though, you're supposed to add nicknames. Ash is this stupid and doesn't do it. I mean, there's a lot of things Ash is stupid about. If you want to go into the list, I mean, I'm more than happy to oblige. There was the time where he forgot what typings were, and he was like, "Why didn't Thunderbolt work on the ground type?
Math.
Why couldn't I electrocute that rock? Doesn't make sense."
Electricity goes through everything, right? No.
There was one time, I forget what he sent in. It was something that was like, it was definitely not going to win. And everyone told him, this is not a good idea. Do not send that Pokemon in. Just like concede or something, dude. Just send someone else in or concede. And he's like, no, it's gonna win because I believe in it.
I don't know if I would consider like even like as a person not with Pokemon, I would probably say the next two people I would consider like thinking about would be Charmander or whatever Charizard, whatever that one
I
is.
don't see why they didn't make a starter the face of Pokemon. Like, they literally do it in all the games.
Because Derpy said Eevee is the second mascot, which I think.
Yeah, Eevee kind of is. That's why they have Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
But I don't think it like as a person who didn't play Pokemon, the people I think of like Pokemon would be Pikachu, and whatever Charmander, whatever he is, whatever.
Charmander, yeah.
Charmander, yeah.
Well, the thing why people like Eevee so much, right, is because in Gen 1, typings were like a real issue. Okay? Like type advantage and type disadvantage. And here comes along Eevee, this really cute little fox thing. And guess what typing it can evolve into? All of them. Maybe not the best for that typing, but if you're missing a type, he can cover for you for anything. He had like almost every typing in the game. And like later on they added more and more and more, and now he has like actually every typing in the game. You want a Dark Eevee? Here's Umbreon. You want a Psychic Eevee? Here's Espeon. You want a Grass Eevee? Here's whatever Leafeon. You want a Fire Eevee? Flareon. Water Eevee? Vaporeon. Like, he's literally every type. I think the only thing he technically isn't is a dragon because he's a fox.
I think like if I think about Pokemon, the four I would probably think about would be Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Pikachu, and that's just how I would think. Just because three of them are starters, and Pikachu like is just a mascot.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I've like watched, I've seen like memes and stuff, and that's just like because it. I mean, they're starters. I mean, technically, out of the most time people play Pokemon, that's gonna be the most viewed Pokemon just out of the fact that they're
Yep.
like playing the beginning of the game. I do think Eevee would be up there now. I think about it because every time I think about Eevee's one that has like the neck collar, right? Like the
Yeah.
main.
Little like fur mane, yeah. Where are you at?
I have no idea, bro. How
Are you
dare
on the server?
How dare you, sir?
Hmm?
How dare you take me back from my own death?
Yeah, difference is you survived.
What is happening? I'm so confused.
What?
I didn't try to kill you, though. I don't remember doing that.
It's just because you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen. I made a lot of source blocks up here. I made like self-replicating source blocks.
This isn't like a new Minecraft.
There will be water forever. It'll never run out. Welcome to the new well.
Hey, what is, new Minecraft does like the partial blocks. The new 1.16. So you can have like partial source blocks.
With water breaks like every rule. You can have infinite water blocks.
No, but I mean like not like you mean like where you have like the 2x2 creates infinite. I mean like the new mechanic you can have like partial water blocks. Like
Oh yeah,
you can,
like not
it can be like
actual. Yeah.
like a full block could be like a quarter of a block, and it won't you have to put a place block here.
I think a 3x3 on water makes
What
it
the frick?
self-replicating. What?
Milcery? Micery? Milkery? Nasty, nasty. It's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go to sleep.
You're gonna go to
No,
sleep,
no, before I use the bathroom, go to sleep. Good night.
and then you're gonna come deliver my food when I order it, right?
Yep. Actually, can't do that. DoorDash, you can actually pick where you want to deliver. Like I could, in my, um, pick up a shift in Charleston, but Grubhub, I'm blocked to Huntington. I can't do anything but that.
You have to work there for so many hours a day.
No, it's just that's the only region I'm allowed to work. Like DoorDash is really open. Like I could drive to Pittsburgh, like because they're always super, because it's a big city, right?
Yeah.
And deliver there. But I can't. In Grubhub, you're locked to your specific area because they do like a weird driver calibration. They only unload as many drivers as they need at a time. They don't do like a free for all. What is love? Baby, don't hurt. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm gonna tell Lillian that you killed me. First thing in the morning. What happened yesterday? Oh, your husband drowned me, and then said he didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
And then he sent me all this money. You should go kill.
No. Okay, let's not do that. What is that? Like little kitten?
And he'll be like,
What
well,
is a
listen.
new Pokemon I've never seen? We played this game for what, like a month?
That's a Poochyena.
Poochyena. Poochyena. It's a Poochyena, yeah.
We're also in a kind of different biome than where we were last time, too. You gotta remember. So we're gonna see all the Mon that are common around here. We're also right next to that forest, so they can kind of wander in, too. Then there's this giant oil thing where everyone can just get stuck and wait for their death. Kind of like me right now.
Sapphires. Boop, 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 boop. You gonna be on early tomorrow, basically.
Define early.
Before 6 o'clock, before 9 o'clock. My back too open, boy. Hi, Dove. Leave me alone. Jeebus. What have you done? What? Where'd you go?
Huh?
Did you just teleport home?
What?
You've doomed me. I'm dead. Let me get off.
Where are you?
No, nowhere you can find me. Too late now. I'm gone.
Alright, so I'm gonna make it so when you respawn, you'll teleport up into the sky 500 feet, so.
You can't do that.
Then we'll consider ourselves even for that time you drowned me on purpose.
I'm not drowning you on purpose.
It's a harmless prank.
Except for... Okay, let me get off there. Use a potty. Night, my dude.
Alright, on my stream for now. Then go be a freaking nocturnal monster.
Sleep.
Ooga booga man.
Okay, I'll hop on stream for now.
Best meme I ever heard, Jesse.
Ooga booga.
No. So like, I watch anime all the time, right?
Mhm.
There's this dude talking about like Hashirama off of Naruto, and Hashirama was like stupid strong. Like he's like big strong, as strong as there is. I forget like what the topic was about. He's like, yeah, this guy's strong, but he's facing Hashirama, the big tree Ooga Booga man.
Tree.
He makes big trees with his big tree muscles. What are you gonna do? And it's like a picture of Hashirama's face, like copy and pasted off of is it Trico or whatever? Like look it up real fast.
Big tree Ooga Booga man.
No, it's not Trico. What is it? It's Pseudo Wudo. So like look at Pseudo Wudo's body. And just put like
You talking about Pseudo Voodoo, like the one that has like the
it's like tree arms with full three.
it's like peas on its fingers.
Yeah. Hold up.
Ooga Booga. Yeah, send it to Discord. Boy, this quality content right here. Looking at the
Yeah, it is.
mod menu. I was being framey earlier. Oh, the derpy debate.
Here, it's like the picture of Pseudo Wudo, Jesse. But this is like look at this page and then look at his face. It's like that dude with that body running at you.
with
with the Pseudo Wudo body.
Ooga Booga.
He's this big tree Ooga Booga man.